Now, on that season, you were a booger, but then you became an honorary Heather at the reunion.
You know what? I wasn't a booger. We were Team Talent.
Oh, Team Talent. Okay, yes, exactly. That is for sure. As we've proven already on this show multiple times, you are definitely Team Talent, honey.
Team Talent, because we are what? Sickening.
Yes. And your famous line about the Heathers is...
Who the fuck is Heather?
Right.
I mean, ooh.
All that time, they're calling themselves the Heathers. You were like, what the fuck are these bitches talking about?
I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone because I kept hearing this, and I was like, I'm at the station, and I'm going, the fuck is this bitch? Who the fuck is Heather? Because ain't nobody here named Heather. Bitch. Who the fuck is this bitch? Because I remember they aired one part and they were like, I was like, does anyone know why the girls are calling each other Heather? Because I had never seen the movie.
Right.
So I had no idea.
Heathers did not make it to Back Swamp.
So when then the Untucked episode, I was just over it. I was frustrated and I wanted to know, who the fuck is Heather? And I was going to find out that day.
Yes, you were.
Somebody was going to tell me, honey.
And little did you know that even like all these years later, that would still be something people would be obsessed with, songs about it.
You know what? We still don't know who she is.
We still do not know who she is.
I think we have her here today. Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Heather right here. So you, one of your other notable moments was your workout video challenge where you ate fried chicken with a shake weight.
I almost died filming that.
Really? Tell me the whole story.
That shit was so dry. And like, because Rue was like, just, kind of fake it. And I was trying to eat that chicken, bitch. Eat that chicken, you bitch.
Yeah.
And I really was eating it. Mm-hmm. And I kind of forgot that we were doing TV. Mm-hmm. So, honey, when it came time to swallow, she got me right together. And I was almost deceased.
Oh, no. Please don't be deceased.
I was like, it ain't going down, girl.
So give me a soda quick.
Didn't have anything to wash it down. I was scared for my life.
The drama of it all, Stacey. Now we have your picture from your Snatch game where you played Monique.
Yes, gone.
That post-Precious Monique.
Hey, you see that cigarette?
Uh-huh.
It looks real right.
It does.
You know what it was?
What?
An eyeliner wrapped in paper.
Really? Secrets revealed.
I'm crafty, bitch.
You are crafty. Now, originally you were going to do Anna Nicole Smith.
Well, that's what you thought.
Oh, okay. What was the real tea?
I had never planned on doing Anna Nicole. I just needed to make me some costumes to take home.
You wanted to use the fabric that they had, and you were like, you know what? There's a lot of fabric right here.
I was like, let me use this, girl. Because when I left home, I had no intentions on doing Anna Nicole.
Right.
I don't look like her at all, I don't think. But yeah, always Monique.
But I want to hear more about you when you stole the fabric from the Drag Race show.
We can't talk about that.
Actually, World of Wonder is here and they want their fabric back, Stacey.
Well, too late, honey.
Too late, honey. It's been
She's
made.
Been cut up and
slayed. Now, your final runway challenge that season was Cake Couture. You were red velvet. Oh, look at you. Just a delicious piece of red velvet. That's an iconic Stacey Layne look.
Mad. Look at me. Just mad.
Mad. Now, how was the whole experience for you? Because I mean, it's definitely it is like the Olympics. It's like the Thunderdome. You're thrown in the mix. And now you'd been doing pageants and stuff, so you're used to a competitive environment. But what were it was a very new experience for you.
Yeah, I mean, you have these cameras in your face, like we do now. But I'm used to it now. But when you go from not doing that, because I was always doing like live shows, like theater, but you have a camera. Like, I wasn't used to that. So it was a lot of pressure. Mm-hmm. And then you have RuPaul that you've watched on TV and you've looked up to for so many years. And then you have these other girls that you don't know anything about. And so it was a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And getting along with the other girls, how was that? Like, what did you come into it like? I'm not gonna make friends, or like, what was that like?
Well, there were so many different personalities, and I'm the type of person I kind of read you instantly because I would consider myself an empath. So I can walk into a room and I see somebody, and without having a conversation, I feel your energy, and if I can realize, if we click or not. And a lot of the girls I clicked with when they came in, I actually was saying in my mind, please let India Farah be on the show. And then she walked through the workroom, and I got really excited.
Wow. We found out you're a Shakespearean actor, you're a singer, and you're also a psychic. Stacy, what is on this card that I have right here?
Let's see. I'm going to go with Heather.
You're right, Stacy, you're right. Ladies and gentlemen, not a singer, Shakespearean actor, and psychic, Stacy Layne Matthewws, honey.
Do I get a prize?
Yes, you do.
Where's my
it
prize?
It comes later in the show, I promise.
You're such a tease.
Yes. Wait, let's go back to your red velvet couture because I just like looking at it.
You're just like looking at that face, honey. She was mad.
I know. What was happening right there? Because that was like when you were in the bottom, right?
My feet were hurting for sure. And we had to keep taking those cakes on and off stage ourselves. So I had icing all over my arm.
How dare they? And you were like, I don't even have time to eat this icing.
I was just like, girl, what is really going on?
What is the tea? And so you had to, this is when they told you they did not think your look was couture, but you said...
I feel like it was couture.
Exactly. And it looks like couture to me. It has a big ruffle on the side. You made it in your atelier.
Girl, I have so many stories. Oh my God.
Please tell me them. That's what you're here for.
I can tell those stories?
Yes.
Okay, I'll tell it.
Tell me.
So we're in the workroom.
Yep.
And when it comes time to sew stuff, I realize that my sewing machine doesn't have a needle in it. And I look around the room, I'm like, well, maybe I can use someone else's. Everyone is using their sewing machines. So I kind of stand around, and I'm playing with my fabric, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I have this whole idea in my head that I'm going to make this, like, some type of skirt, but it wasn't going to be those pants. And then when it came time to sew, I didn't have the needle, and RuPaul came over, and he was like, well, what's going on here? And I was like, well, I don't have a needle. And we've been in this room all day. And then RuPaul got upset, and he was like, well, where's the needles, girl? Can we get some needles? And so when I finally got the needles, maybe an hour later, didn't have much time. So I had to take that fabric, cut it in half, and sew it up the sides. Wow. And make some pants.
Honey.
So they got me right together, honey.
They sure did. Any other stories from behind the scenes that really stick out to you?
Oh, God, I can't tell all of them.
Yes, you can. This is why you're here, Stacey. Come on,
Henny. Oh, my God. I'll never be on All Stars.
All right, I guess we'll have to say something. Now, you lost the lip sync to Alexis Mateo, another pageant queen. And then when you left, what were you feeling?
At first, I was upset because you saw my face in the picture. Yeah. I was upset that I didn't do better. I was upset because I felt like I should not have been in the bottom because I don't think my outfit was that bad.
No, I think anything you wear looks good in my opinion, Stacey.
Thank you. But when I left the stage, my anger turned to sadness. Right. Because, I'm going to cry now. Oh, my God. Ooh. But I was like, oh, my God, I've been given this opportunity. Have you ever had anybody cry on the show? Yeah. Oh, Lord. I'm very sensitive, honey. But,
that's okay, sweetie. That's what you're here for. People want to know what you were going through.
I had never been given the opportunity. Why are you making me cry? But, yeah, I kind of felt like I let myself down. I didn't do my best, and I kind of threw it away. But it was all said and done. I went home. I beat myself up for maybe 5 years.
5 years? Even when the show came out, it didn't, you didn't feel the love from the people?
Oh, when the show came out, that's when all hell broke loose, honey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In what way?
I developed anxiety disorder.
Really?
I had to start taking depression medication. And like it was rough, honey.
Wow, because you just felt that you had let yourself down, and then the public perception you weren't happy with.
I don't know, because I guess when I watched the show and I kind of felt like I had an idea in my head that this is how these people see me, but when I saw the show, their opinions about me was something totally different. Mm-hmm. And I guess I wasn't prepared for that because I had never been in a situation where I had been judged so bad by people.
Right.
Who I thought were my friends.
Wow.
Whew. But now you're hearing it, honey, sisters of season 3.
Right. And have you ever talked to any of them about that?
I think I may have had a conversation with Raja about it.
Mm-hmm. And who was it in particular, and what was it anything in particular that happened, or in one thing, or just in general?
No, I
seeing
mean,
all that conversation, those side conversations back.
I guess I didn't realize, that it's a show when we have to keep it interesting, so we have to kind of feed stuff. And I don't know if what everybody was saying about me was true, how I should never have been there, because I feel like I should have been there.
Yeah.
I feel like I was talented enough to be there, and but hearing that I shouldn't have been there to begin with, it was heartbreaking, honey.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm still here, Henny.
You are still here, and over the years, you've become only more popular. Mm-hmm. Does that give you a little comfort, seeing how much people love you from season 10 about to happen? Mm-hmm. So it's like almost 8 years ago, and people are still obsessed with you. Every look, you could just be looking at your cell phone, and everyone's obsessed with it.
I don't know. It took me a long time to realize that, if as long as I be myself, then everything else will fall in place, and I still have people, because you can't please everybody, because there's so many people out there who don't like me as a person, as an entertainer, because they saw me on a television show.
Right,
and that's what they judged me on, because they don't know me. But you can't win them all, honey. Mm-hmm. Can't win them all.
Was there a time in which you felt that that you were able to sort of put those feelings in perspective? Like you said, it took you about 5 years to get to beating yourself up.
It still happens sometimes, but now that I'm a little bit older, I'm able to handle it better. Mm-hmm. Because back then, I would replay the show in my head.
Wow.
And I would kind of create my reaction, how I would have reacted to certain stuff.
Oh boy, that's hard.
That's very hard.
Because you watch it over and over and think, I should have said this, I should have done this.
And it was kind of hard doing that and being booked in shows and places and people replaying it for you and you having to respond how you felt about it.
Right.
And that was kind of torture for me.
Yeah.
Like, it was very draining, and there was a point where I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to relive it at all.
Wow. And was there a turning point where you felt like you could do that again? Did you have to take time off of performing?
I mean, I was still working and stuff and doing shows here and there, but I had already taken time off because I was not there at all. I was clocked out.
Yeah.
I was going places, like going to different cities and states, and I didn't care. Huh. I didn't care that I was in a new state. I didn't care that I was in a place I had never been before. There would be times when I would wake up, not know what city I'm in. I mean, I wasn't as booked as a lot of the other girls, but for me, I wasn't used to it, but I was still working. It was rough.
And was there a turning point where because I mean, you now see so many people loving everything you do. Was there a moment where you were able to sort of put that away, or is it still a difficult thing?
I still deal with it, but I've kind of accepted it. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like in the last couple years, I've tried to build on it. I feel like I kind of started over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had never really used Instagram, and I started using my Instagram, and since DragCon last year, I think I've gained like maybe 40,000 new followers.
Yeah.
So I'm still working on it, honey. I don't have 400,000, but I'm getting there.
You are, and every time you appear, I mean, I'm telling you, from this show alone, there's gonna be 100 memes of
Right.
you looking cute, doing your Stacy Layne faces that are gonna be gorgeous.
Yeah, you brought the serious stuff out today.
Well, you know what, sweetie? People want to know about what you've gone through and where you're coming from. And I think it's gonna help them understand you even more.
You know, I was watching Teen Mom the other day, and someone posted the video, and someone said, "Oh my God, has she doubled in size?"
Oh boy.
And that's the stuff. That was my problem.
Mm-hmm.
I would go online, and anything that was Drag Race related my
Yeah.
season, I would just scroll,
Oh.
lay in my bed and scroll and read. And anytime I would see my name, I would read it.
Oh,
and
girl.
that's what fucked me up.
Yes.
But now I saw that, you know, I've always had issues with my weight.
Mm-hmm.
I love food, and I've always turned to food because, you know, I've never been a drug addict. I've never been someone who would, you know, turn to something else other than food. So when I was in those dark places, that's where I would go. And
Yeah.
of course, I've obviously, you know, let myself go some. But a few years ago, if I would have read that comment about, you know, how she doubled in size, that would have fucked me up.
Yeah.
But now, you know I have issues that I have to deal with, and I'm getting there, you know, but people's opinion about me doesn't affect me as much as it used to.
Yeah, the comment section's a dangerous place.
Horrible!
Horrible! Well, are you hoping that you might be able to revamp for the next round of All-Stars? Because the love that's shown to you is so strong, it seems like you would be a natural for whatever the next year's All-Stars.
But you know what, honestly, right now I kind of want to get myself together physically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I want to get back to where I used to be when I
Right.
first started doing drag. Yeah, so I can go all the way.
And feel good about all the beauty that is Stacy Layne.
Yes.
Stacy, it has been so fun to have you on the show today, Henny.
Thank you, Henny.
Henny, I mean, you've given your all to us today. We got music, we got theater, we even took a couple tears.
We got the drama.
We got the drama, we did it all. Stacy, I love you and I'm such a big fan of you. And I really just can't wait to see more of what you have to offer. I think we've hardly even scratched the surface of what you have to offer.
I got more Henny.
Yes, you do, Henny. She's more than just Henny. Well, honey, Henny, you've turned it so fiercely. You snatched the trophy, honey! Yeah! Here you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, another title to your shelf, sweetie.
I won, mama.
Yes, mama. And also, you've won yourself a very special lap dance. Yay! With fried chicken, too. Eddie, Monsieur Eddie, please give it to her good. Oh, take it off the apron, Stacy. Oh, boy. Whoa, look at that. She's serving meat to Stacy. Meat to Stacy. Serving meat to Stacy. Yum. Oh, my. The glamour of it all. Give her to her good. Come on, Eddie. That's right.
Wave your chicken wings in the air.
Everybody, wave your chicken wings in the air. Oh, that's right. Feed it to mama. Oh, yum. Yes. Lady Red, take us out with the black lady screaming. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Lady Red. Thank you, Adam. And most importantly, thanks to the beautiful and incredible Stacy Layne Matthews. Now, Stacy is going to stick around and play